Hi everyone, I am Renisha. In this video, we can see in detail about my submission for the Google's Gen AI Capstone Project 2025 Q1. This 5-day course greatly helped me to deep dive into the concepts being used for and provided me an amazing hands-on practice. For this project, I have designed and simulated an AI multimodal content moderation agent. In this video, I'll walk you through the problem, show you how the agent works using my project log and Kaggle notebook simulation, and discuss why is this a matter. Today, there is a huge challenge online, keeping platforms safe. Every second, there's flood of new content in various formats: text, images, audio, comments, and videos. This LinkedIn article provides a fully detailed overview about the project. I will add the link to the Kaggle notebook and this LinkedIn article in the description below. Okay, so the problem here is the content tsunami here. There's each and every second there's millions of content being generated, and it can't be moderated manually. So harm isn't just text anymore. It is also hides in memes, deepfakes, audios, and videos and memes. Here we require AI that understand multiple formats. Hence, the solution I explored here is an AI agent designed to understand content more like a human would, but at a large scale. So the AI agent which I have developed here is something that not just understands or just moderates the content. It can analyze text, image, and audio. It can take action based on the result, and it can directly flag it or remove harmful content. And it uses RAG to consult platform policies for fair, context aware decisions. And we know when to escalate it for human reviews as well. So now let's jump into the Kaggle notebook and see how it works. So the first thing it does here is text moderation. We have used birth toxicity classifier for that. It checks for hate speech, toxicity, and abuse in comments, and transcripts of audio using a pre-trained BERT model. We are using Hugging Face pipeline here simultaneously. I'll show you how the first two sections we are importing libraries here, and here I have explained why is this use case, and why is this suitable for that here. And okay, before deep diving, I would also like to share about the Gen AI capabilities which we have used throughout this project. So we have used embeddings and vector search, RAG, few shot prompting, function calling, and agents. And not along with that, there is also a lot more we can see in the ninth section. So the Gen AI capabilities what are using are multimodal understanding of image and audio, document understanding which we are inputting for RAG, and embeddings and vector search for storing it, and RAG concept for getting the inputs, getting the policies and grounding, and few shot prompting example over zero shot prompting, function calling, which is how we are calling the APIs to perform actions, and the agent function here. And also we have used the structured output here. Okay, so the coming back to the point, firstly we are importing all the libraries required for this agent to work in the first few sections. And then here we are setting up an input data here. So here in this section, in this project, I have only used connected to one data set here, um, a limited input here, but But that is not the case in real world. We can scale it up, and while using, we can connect it to a data set. Here you can see the data set email added here and the file name we are referring to, and same if it's just the same for audio. This section is for text and audio. I'm running it, and this section does the audio analysis here. Okay, for text moderation, we have used text classifier pipeline. Um, it outputs a toxicity label and score. The output we are taking from here is a score which classifies whether it is not harmful or harmful. And then for image, we are using clip. Um, it gets a signal about the visual content and then gives it a score label whether it is a violent image or it contains that, or if it doesn't it can classify hate symbols, weapon, and whether it is a safe content, and it can give a thumbs up to go. And then for audio, we are using whisper plus text analysis in the sense we are transcripting the audio, and then we are checking out the whether it is safe or harmful content or hateful content. And for policy, this agent simulates checking policies using RAG. We define policies in this section here. So we can, by analyzing the content, it checks the content based on RAG's policies, which we are inputting here in the RAG section. And we are storing it, creating an embedding and vector store, and storing it the policies in that. And it's still running. And the next component here is few shot simulation. This is to mimic how powerful a LLM could quickly learn new rules from examples within the code itself. We have also built this agent using a few examples here. Here's an example, like we here are the examples we have been feeding it to the agent to help it classify whether it's a safe or harmful content. And then finally, we are coming to the actual agent section where the entire workflow orchestration happens. We have used the function moderate content item, which can analyze all the modalities, retrieves policies, applies future prompting, and calculates the actual violation score and decide on what to do. If the score is high, it would label the content as harmful or hate content. If not, it will say safe content, and it will not take any action based on that. So here are the actions it will take: delete content, flag for review, and approve content. Here's a code print here, code snippet for delete content, final decision details, what have it been desired, and everything. So let us also see that in the We have also included one more section here, which is to detect AIGC. This we have just added it here. While it's not being used in this project, it have to be implemented while we are actually taking it to real world. And the main function which I was speaking about, it simulates relating content. It does delete or flag for review or approves content based on the score it gets from the above sections. Okay, let's also see about the session logic, the core of this function. The all analysis results is a dictionary containing a pre-calculated analysis from section 2, where we actually reviewed the content input data which we have feed it to the fed, and the retrieve relevant policies function is in section 3. It is a RAG function where the policies stored in the RAG or taken as input are used to compare it with the actual content. And few short missing for result or something which compares the output um, with the few short prompting which we have provided in this code, and compares both and makes a decision, shows the result. And this spam ID and misinfo IDs were used in few short checks as well. AIGC is a mock section. We are not using it right now. And function delete, function flag for review, flag, function approve content, or three actions which we are taking based on the result. As in, if it is a hateful content, whether it needs to be deleted, or it will flag for review, or it will approve, or if it is safe and it can go ahead. This flag for review will take it to another person or something, so they can review it and see whether it is actually hateful or it's okay. An image from pill, and always the check parts. Okay, that's okay. Some analysis models. Okay, here's the main logic core of the function AI agent which we have developed. And here we'll be getting the function AI agent's results here. So we have talked about what are the Gen AI capabilities we have been used throughout this AI agent project. Right now we are only feeding the input to it in a very small scale, but we can also connect it with external data sets or Google Speak Query integration or cloud API services when we're actually taking it to the real world. We have built in a simple in-memory Python list and files index. There are a few limitations for the okay, so real world applications for this project could be we could implement this on content platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and search engines, while it can moderate the content while bringing up the results and take action based on this. So it can detect hate speech and comments, flag deepfakes, moderate dangerous trends on audio clips, blur or remove graphic imagery instantly, and keep up with the changing policies. Also, we can bring in multilingual option here so that it could work across multiple languages. It would be a greatly helpful, according to me. It can help. So right now with lots of digital content coming in, streaming in every minute, so we have some digital laws in some countries or something in order to um, define whether the content is actually safe or something. So this AI agent could help us with that, since we can also feed RAG policies within that. We can input any laws there, and based on that, we can orchestrate how the AI agent would work. And it protect users. It can handle content at scale. It reduces cost and burnout for moderation teams. It can bring consistency, and it works faster and more accurately. So right now we have there is some sarcasm content we would have seen sometimes. So the such hidden hateful stuff may escape this AI agent right now. So right now, and also some violations might need a deeper human judgment, but the foundation is something we can take it from simulation to production. So what can we do when we do that? We can integrate with real APIs, understand emotions in voice or video, run in a live moderation, and add feedback loops. As in, like we can train the AI agent to learn from human moderators, so that when anything changes or any new policies comes in, or it can understand what else it can flag or take actions to expand to multilingual contact, and learn from real-time user feedback. Okay, so now let's see whether it has finished running or it is still running. I think there's some network issue for me. It is not running here. Okay, so now let's also see the final thoughts on this. So in a world where we have billions of content, which is much faster and more in scale, AI isn't just helpful, it is essential for content moderation. So this project was more than lines of code. It was a glimpse into a future of a safer, smarter digital spaces where machines and humans work side by side to protect what matters here. The tools are here, the time is now. Let's build an internet which we all can trust. Let's input the libraries here. It is taking a little bit more time here. Okay, now let's review the Kaggle notebook which has been run. We have imported the libraries in the first section. You can see the API keys which we have added here. So in the first section, libraries have been imported. And in the second section, it is analyzing the image and text and audio. We have the output here, sample text data defined, analyzing text, and the score it is being given here, whether it is toxic or not. So here it is very less, so it is not toxic. And if it is above any certain score, then it becomes toxic. And here we are inputting the RAG policies and to retrieve it whenever necessary. Hate speech for and policy of copyright here. And this is few short prompting section. We can see how it works here. So great videos, no violation there. These are examples for few short prompting which we are using. Here are the it actually it is going through the comments and labeling it whether it is violation or no violation based on the policy we have inputted and the few short examples we have given previously in the previous section. This is a mock AIGC section. It is ringing for running. For now we are skipping it, and we are defining the functions here which we would have to call later on. And the main decision logic is here where we are storing the results, retrieval policies, spam result, and how do we class AIGC major, or we are calling all the functions above and combining everything together here in this section. And we are creating a new function which will work as the agent and preparing for workflow execution. And here we are running a moderation on sample content. This is the place where the actual work is being done for AI agent. Text analysis, text. So whether it is hate speech or not, whether we are checking specific rules, AI generation, and what is the final decision, whether it is toxic or not, what are the actions called. Here for each thing, for each content ID, it repeats the task. This is being flagged for review. There would be one thing where it will actually delete the content. Let's see where is that. Okay, it is not here. Okay, finally, this is how the AI agent works. And in conclusion, how is it useful? Okay. In conclusion, with millions of data or billions of types of data coming in every single day, so handling it humanly is manually is not possible. Hence, such an AI agent that could moderate content automatically at a large scale would be largely helpful. This capstone project simulates how to combine multimodal understanding, policy awareness, and agent logic, and which can lead to smarter and more scalable moderation. This is a giant leap towards a building an internet where we can trust that technology can help protect human values. Thank you for watching my capstone project overview. You can find the link to the blog post, LinkedIn, and the Kaggle notebook in the description below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you.